Heck of a day going viral, or we should say live. Going live, getting tan. Been over a week since we went viral, so we're just gonna have to work towards going viral again because it's been a long ass time relative to this year. So this, or relative to the last couple months. If this was a year ago, we'd be happy, but you know, once once it gets more viral, all of a sudden we get more expectations, and that's about it. So we're gonna keep raising our expectations and try to go viral. Uh, to the point that it's every fucking goddamn hour that 100,000 views accrues, and you know, there's been times we've been viral. One time we went viral probably maybe 4 times in one day. 4 times in one day. That's what's that? Every 6 hours, right? So how do we get it to the point that it's every hour, right? Now that was only one day. That's for us to say that that's normal is you know we're that was one day. That was our most prolific day back in July, which is only a month ago, which was our most prolific month ever. And it's wild that was a month. It seems like longer than a month ago, but that was only a month ago. What a month, we've said it before, but it beat the whole traffic for last year. 1 month. 1 month beat all the traffic of last year. And again, that's July 2026. It beat all of 2025. And that was 12 million views. We had never done that before. Even in a year, we'd never done that. And so it was that was a heck of a month. And then, this month is all, but here's the thing. So that was our best month by a landslide, like by a lot. That month was better than our best year. And so, but then we go back to, we regress to the mean, which is still, we had a good month this year, this month, we should say. This is our second best month, of the year. Not ever, but of the year. So this is still a good month. But we got to improve, and we have to go viral every hour. And obviously, Instagram is our primary resource. We've been pushing YouTube because of all the deactivations. How do you say that? Deactivation or deactification? Deactivations, yeah. So we've been focused more here, deactivated Facebook, whoop de whoop. Let Meta do their thing. Let Meta do their thing. They're deactivating us. Let them do their thing, but at least they did give us a way to go viral for, oh man, a real solid 30 days in a row. Right? Like with, obviously there'll be a couple days that were just regular, but like, man, the rest of those days were fucking viral, you guys. It was something. It was just really something. And we've regressed back to the mean, which is just regular get our little thousands of views. And so we'll try to get thousands more, but we need hundreds of thousands, you guys. And we need hundreds of thousands. So still remember our first 1,000. You know, it was in 2014. Me and my girl Melissa posted a video of her shooting a dinosaur. Still remember the first 1,000 views. And think about that girl, you know, a few times a year. You know, how important she was to our folklore, G. John Stott Bomb. And the fact that that was 2014 is insane. Like how fast time goes. What's wild is she's probably seen pimping since then, whether it's around Beaverton or on the internet, the west side of Portland. She's probably seen pimping. She just probably elected to not acknowledge, so to speak. But she got us our first 1,000 views, and we'll never forget her. We'll never forget that girl. So that's about it, man. We got to recruit more dimes. You know, do girls even like guys anymore? At this point in human history, modern day, you know, with all the toys, the jack off masturbation toys that girls can use, the OnlyFans acknowledgement, how the fact that they can get acknowledgement online so easily without having to get in person acknowledgement from a male. Do they even need guys anymore? You know, it's always been a task getting laid, but you got to uh, getting laid now is even harder because in modern day, do girls even need guys at all? And it's fucking hard to get laid. And we say that because, you know, we're thinking about obviously Melissa, the girl that got us our first 1,000 views. And that was in 2014. And she might still be in Beaverton, or who knows? She might have kids in another town or something. Who knows? It's been 12 years. It's been 12 fucking years. That is wild. But, you know, we say all that to say that we need 100,000 views per hour. And that's the rate we have to get to because we had a phenomenal month last month, but we have to replicate it because we've regressed back to the mean where now we're just trying to get 1,000 views. And it has to go back up to 100,000. And that's why we talked about getting a third. We need a third party, hopefully 100 third parties, but we need a third party. And we need to recruit more women. Very difficult prospect because no women go outside in Beaverton, Oregon. In Beaverton, and barely in Portland. Barely Portland and almost never in Beaverton. And so, but, oh, yeah. We got some braids, bro. You know, people get braided. You know, it's been, how do you say, has it been 18 months? January, February. Yeah, probably 18 months. So a year and a half since seeing my hair braider. She's still there though, braiding hair. So she looked out for us. Appreciate that girl, African girl. She speaks French and English. Braided us up tight as fuck. And so, you know, we switched it up, got braided up real quick, but we got to go viral, guys. And we're going to be uploading some shit tonight. Monologues. We got a few monologues that we need to upload, man. And yeah, we deactivated Instagram and Facebook. Part of it was them deactivating us, but we had multiple. So we just kind of deactivated the others for a second, right? Just to kind of let it breathe, right? Because if they're deactivating all our damn shit, then it's like, whoa, you know? So we let it breathe, and we got to try to ship out. We still got to try to, honestly, we still got to try to ship out of the United States this damn weekend. You know, go teach some more English, just like we did in the 2010s, and then get back at it in the 2020s. Except, you know, we took a 7-year break. trying to play basketball and whatnot, and do our partnerships. We still do our partnerships, obviously, but we're gonna go try to teach more English. We just gotta, yeah, gotta hop on the plane. So we'll see what happens. It has to do with the visa. The visa has to be right. And actually, you probably know about that. Young, gosh, this name every time is hard to read. Young Ja. Young Ja, you probably know about visas. You got to get your passport stamped and you got to be ready to work. Or in your case, probably go to school. If you're a young guy, then you probably go to school. But like, we get our passport stamped in order to work in other nations, migrant worker. And that's all it is, plain and simple. So, yeah, bro. About 11 minutes in, going live. Going live. Appreciate the subscribers. Appreciate the feedback. Young Ja, if you're still here, we're uploading a video. I think it references something that you had said, but it might have been another guy. But we're gonna upload that video tonight. It's just a quick monologue, and it just references something you had said, but it might have been someone else. But either way, it was good feedback, But he said radical. That's so funny, radical. But that's it, man. We got a 8:27 West Coast American Standard Time. Just getting drunk today. And it might be our last time getting drunk in a while because we got to try to get into shape. We got to try to shred, bro. Oh, you guys, we got to try to shred. But what we do is get drunk every day and then, obviously mess with the internet, you know. So we still lift weight, we still do push-ups and pull-ups and we still run and shoot hoops, Very rarely do we play 5-on-5. Very rarely, but still do it. But yeah, man, it's something, bro. We need to break the floodgates because if World Star can go viral every hour, then obviously we can too, and so that's the tough part. World Star can go viral every hour, so that means we can too, or any third party type app, whether it's the Thizzler or the Shade Room or No Jumper, which, by the way, we reached out to those guys because we know all those people. We talked to them live, or we talked to them on the internet, and we talked to them on the internet. So we just reach out, and then that's up to them whether they want to reciprocate. But it's funny because a lot of it is just us letting them talk their shit, right? Because they know who the Messiah is, and obviously they want to become boisterous. Is that the word? Boisterous, or they want to buck in front of the Messiah, and that's just what it is. So we let them do their thing, but we reach out. Jack Wagner, Sharp, Maya, Robesman, and then there's one guy that we have never talked to, but we still reach out to him because his name has the word No Jumper in it. It's called Josh at No Jumper. So But the rest of the guys, we just reach out because we know them. It's like, all right, bro, what are you doing? Are you a millionaire with no jumper, or can we go viral? You know, if you're already a millionaire, then okay, rest on your laurels and keep your mouth shut. You're a millionaire, right? But if you're not a millionaire, if you're just like fucking around on the internet, then let's go viral, right? So it's either one or the other. Either you're making a real solid living and you want to just rest on your laurels, or we go viral. But what they're doing is they're just keeping their trap shut because they're afraid of losing their standing in a hierarchy, which is fucking pathetic. And that includes Sharp, which is wild. Sharp blocked us, bro. Like, what the fuck? Bro, don't you got anything better to do than block the Messiah from Beaverton? But that's what it is, man. So that's fame. You know, I've been live 16 minutes. We've gotten 2 feedbacks, both from the same person, which means there's some voyeurs in here, and we'll live with it. You know, we do need we need a third party. You know, it's the way that YouTube and Instagram are so Jewish with their traffic. You know, they're so Jewish with their traffic that, damn, we need a third party. YouTube, Instagram, even Facebook, bro. Like, why are they so goddamn Jewish with the traffic? It's like, bruh. But they probably have a good reason. It's probably business oriented, you know. Maybe the people we see being promoted are just paying. And that's something we got to remember, that, you know, people be paying without acknowledging it. Guys pay for sex. Rappers pay for promo. Uh, you know, a lot of times guys are paying, whether it's from an inheritance from their mom or dad, whether they're selling drugs. Guys pay. And then they keep their fucking trap shut in order to reap as many acknowledgments as they can. And that's why people accuse pimping of paying when actually pimping is pimping, since been pimping. And, you know, all these fucking Americans, they like to accuse pimping of paying, and it's actually the opposite. But let them have their little accusations. Let them have their accusations, you guys, because we got to go viral. God damn it, we need every fine girl to endorse. You know, every high octane guy to endorse, and we need YouTube to send out notifications. So we're out here getting drunk, guys. Probably our last day getting drunk in a while. We have to try to shred. We're too chubby. We're holding too much water weight, and we got to shred. We're weighing in at too much water weight, guys, and so that's what that is. But we'll start that tomorrow. But okay, it just got co-ed, and it's about time. There has been two that have walked by. Oh man, that is a well-built female. It's about fucking time. We've been waiting for that all day. Oh my gosh. Bro, that's a well-built girl. God damn it. That happens at 8:35 at night? We've been trying to look at a girl all day and one just walk. Okay. So, all right. Maybe they come out at night? That seems a little. Seems like it would be in the daytime that they would come out, but damn. 8:35, that girl was athletic. That just happened. Okay. She's not the first girl to walk. She's the better looking of the two that walked by, but like, okay. Man, let's hope they walk by on purpose. Let's hope they were like, okay, there's the Messiah. Let me let him look at my ass, you know. Let's hope it was deliberate, man, because then they'll be back by. Wave to them. That's all. Uh, that's about it, though. So we gotta go viral. And we may never see that girl again. That girl that just walked by, she was well built. She was athletic, walking her dog. But we may never see her again. I mean, we could have yelled at her and flagged her down. But maybe, was that her coming back? Or is that a different human? That's a different person. Okay. So, or is that? That looks like a girl. That's not a guy. Hold on. They're far away. They're far away. Hold on. We're gonna look and see if this is a fine girl. Oh, that's a different person. Okay. Looks like a girl though, or at least even if it's a middle-aged woman. You know. Oh, that's just like a middle-aged woman. Okay. But so all right. That's about it, guys. Want that girl to walk back by, but damn, that girl looks good, bro. Is this okay? What's that? Okay, that's from far away. It's hard to tell if what that is. Is that a girl or a guy? That is, oh damn, that's a guy. It was too far. You guys, it was too far away to know. But guess the fact that it was three girls in a row made us think that that might have been a fourth, but that was a guy. So, oh man, that's so funny. We were so wishful thinking that it was the same athletic girl walking her dog. Uh, oh man, guys. Now we got bike riders coming by. What's going on? Is everyone. Yeah, we got to upload some videos tonight, guys. So if your notifications are on, the fact that literally like 0.1% of the people get our notifications is fucking stupid. But we still got to upload because we got to, honestly, because we got to delete the video off our phone, save up space. And so we're going to delete, or well, we'll upload it and then delete the fucking video. But yeah, man, this shit is This shit is really something. In fact, we might do that right now. So we can only monologue for so long, guys. We'll monologue, you know. Honestly, it's just me bomb planing. We'll monologue, you know, talk about getting drunk and tan, and then talk about all the vermin that flock to us like the Pied Piper. You know, we can talk about that, but for the most part, feedback makes the lives bright, guys. We got enough voyeurs. We got enough gawkers and stalkers and fans. We got enough of that. And so the feedback makes the lives bright. So we're gonna get up out of here. We gotta upload some videos. So to YouTube. All right, guys.